Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead and time for supper. So we are going to use that chicken up that we cut up yesterday, and we're going to make it into another meal. So I don't know if I want to use all of that though. We'll see. So the recipe that I'm going to post is going to be obviously different than what I'm doing because I want to use up those onions that I chopped up. So we're going to use those up. We're going to get those frying up. And I had just a little bit of those cherry peppers left in the jar. So I thought, well, I'd use those too. Because it's Taco Tuesday. Why not? Now I'm trying to think. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 5. I only need 5 burritos. I don't know if I'll use all of that. Huh. We'll see what it looks like in the pan. Let's see here. You know what? I think I'll use the whole thing. And I've got 8 burrito shells, so I can always make more, and Tom can eat it for breakfast too. So, yeah, that's might even make more than 8. I don't know for sure. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get this fried up so that everything's nice and warm and broke apart and all that good stuff. Get the onions softened a little bit. And then we're going to go to the next step. Alright, so now we want to add 2 cups of salsa. We're using the medium chi-chis, because that's what I get down to Bronson really cheap. I paid $4.99 for this one, but last time I got them, they were only $3.99. And I like to use the bigger jarred ones for cooking. And then I use mine for dipping and stuff like that. I should start using mine for cooking too, because I've got an awful lot of jars of it downstairs. I told my neighbor, she loves my salsa. I said, well, come over and get some. But she's been so busy with her new job that she really hasn't had time. Alright, so we're going to let that warm up just a little bit too. And mind you, you can add anything that you want to these burritos. They're yours. Do you. Alright, so we're going to do 2 at a time. Now, if you have just a really small family or whatever, you can make as many up as you want of these, because it said to use a full rotisserie chicken. So I'm only using a half of one. And it's going to make quite a few. But if you are single or have a real small family, you know, you can make these up and then freeze them too. So you can get several more meals out of them than what you would have gotten the night that you did them. Because like what we've been doing lately is our leftovers, we just eat them for breakfast. So I could probably have filled it a little bit more than that. But we're going to get all of those wrapped up first. And you know, if there's leftovers, it's not like you couldn't eat it on a sandwich or, you know, with a chip or something like that too, you know, if you run out of shells. I mean, let's make those quarters, you know, just squeak. You know, why not? You know, get as much food as we can, you know, and then if you have to, I know there's a lot of you that are single and have smaller families. Why not have food in the freezer for when you want to have something later? You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. You know you don't want to cook on Saturday and you've got burritos in the freezer. Use them up. Oh, I broke that one open. Ugh. Pulled too tight on it. That won't be good. Alright, so let me get the rest of these wrapped up, and then I'll come right back. So I got 7 all together, so I rewrapped that one that came apart. So I put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of my pan. I don't know if I can get 3 in there or not. And then I'm going to spray a little bit on top. And what we want to do is once they start getting brown on the bottom, we want to flip them. The olive oil, all it does is make it turn a little bit browner. If you don't want to put olive oil on there, you don't have to. So we're going to let these cook. I've got them on about medium. And we're going to get them cooked on the one side. So we got the first side done. Look at that. We're going to let the second side cook like that. And then we're going to do some more. So I figured it out. 2 for dinner, 2 for lunch, 1 for me for dinner. That's 5. So Tom and I will have breakfast tomorrow too. So not only will this feed a bigger family, but it could give you more than 1 meal. So for just the 2 of us. And doing the leftovers lately have been really good. Because I know we're not taking down as much to the homeless, but it's saving us money in the long run as well too. So if I have a lot left, and I did buy some bowls so that if I do some soup or anything like that, I can take the extra soup down there, because I haven't been able to really do that because I only had plates. So I did buy some bowls. So if we make a lot of something, you know, we can take that down too. So I do try to help out as much as I can, but, you know, honestly, you know, there's only so much one person can do. And I do what I can, and, you know, because I've noticed that there's been other people out lately feeding the homeless too, so that's a good thing. And what I'll do is when these cool down, then I'll put 2 of them in a bag for Tom for lunch tomorrow. So I'm going to get these done up, and then I'll be back. Alright, so Tom's cooled down, and I put it in the refrigerator for lunch. And then this is the ones that we have left. Aren't they beautiful? And then for a side dish tonight, I had a little bit left of sour cream in my refrigerator, so let's use that up. And we're going to add some of my salsa to that. Doesn't quite use up the container, but close. And we can use this on the top of the burritos, or I actually figured for a side dish we would have chips and dip. Chips and salsa. And this tastes so good together, you guys, I tell you. And it's so easy and cheap to make, and it makes for a really good dip. My kids loved when I did this. Alright, so there we go for our chips and salsa on the side. So I'll be back when Tom gets home and he can give a taste test. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
Gonna use a little bit of that dip on there, are you?
I'll try it that way.
That's using that leftover chicken.
That's good.
Want to try a chip in the dip?
You're reading my mind.
All right. So this is from yesterday. So it's just a little tiny wishbone. Make a wish first. Nuh-uh, you don't cheat. You got to hold the very bottom. Didn't you ever do this at home?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you win. Darn it. All right. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.